2, 3. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. I'm streaming with a logo on the screen. So it is streaming on Wi-Fi, just no camera. I have no idea if the audio is coming. I believe it is.
Merrick Broad, son of Andy Adams, and Dorothy and Matthew Broad. Abram Anderson, son of Nicole and Tim Anderson. Tice Norman, son of Danae and Eric Norman. Nathan Savaitis, son of Jim and Michelle Savaitis. Aiden Lorilla, son of Scott and Lisa Lorilla. Joseph Bauer, son of Dave and Trish Bauer. Levi Burklaw, son of Joe and Steph Burklaw. Elijah Krusitsky, son of Sarah and Sean Krusitsky. Braden McCadlow, son of Amber Steiner and Rob McCadlow. Now for our varsity squad. Brady Black, son of Katie and John Black. Parker Spiel, son of Mia and Chad Spiel. Sebastian Anderson, son of Ryan Brendan Randy, son of Jason and Brooklyn. Leo Ramsey, son of Lori and Joe Ramsey. Maria Persini, son of Sidney and Jerry Persini. Let's give those parents once again a round of applause.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Testing. Testing 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Testing. Testing 1 2 3. Check. Mic check. Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check. 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3.
It's time for your Sports Faith Game of the Week.
Going against the man-to-man. Here's Luke Kroll. He's going to line up a straight-on three, and he splashed it. An 8-0 run. Sherwood catch, fire left wing, and he drills the triple. That pulled it back, and now Kroll has it left wing. Reitman steps into a top of the key jumper, and nothing but nylon. With the hippest. Good motion here. Sherwood just catch, fires, and fills it up from the right corner by Quimby. And now here's a pass intercepted. It's Haynes again. He stepped in front of Sherwood. He's going to go right at Sherwood. Oh, and Alex stopped him. Alex Sherwood, a big-time block throw ahead. Haley lead feed, layup right hand, spinner's good.
Now it's time to send it over to your host and play-by-play announcer, Craig Bone.
And good evening, everyone from Mosinee High School. It's time for Hawks basketball. We apologize for technical difficulties as our camera decided not to generate a feed tonight, so we will be audio only, unfortunately, as just not working tonight. So we will have Hawks basketball, but it will be audio only, as I believe we're up and running and live. We should be good to go as the Xavier Hawks hit the road for the first time this year after a very tough home opener loss, 78-72 to Kettle Moraine Lutheran in a battle that came right down to the wire, and Xavier comes up just a little bit short. And for the Mosinee Indians, they beat a rival of the Xavier Hawks, and that would be the New London Bulldogs, 64-60 on their home floor, a game that they led by 11 at the half, and they shot it pretty well from the field, 24 of 45 in that game, 4 of 6 from 3. But they struggled from the free throw line, 12 of 25 in that particular ball game. And for the Xavier Hawks, they got a lot of production out of two guys that you're going to see a lot of production out of this year. Logan Ramchek with a game-high 25 points, and it was Kyler Bleck chipping in 21, matching his season high from a year ago against Milwaukee North. So this should be an interesting matchup. Mosinee out of the Great Northern Conference, they finished second a year ago to Rhinelander, and Rhinelander brings back some talent, but this Mosinee team is locked and loaded, and they are looking for a Great Northern championship. They bring back all 5 starters, and these guys have caused some damage against Xavier. They've played the last 2 years. This will be the 3rd meeting in a row between these two ball clubs, and it was a thriller last year, 68-66, as Mosinee pulled it out late at Xavier, and then 2 years ago, it was 72-65 right here in Mosinee. So the Indians have gotten the best of the Hawks over the last couple of years. And you take a look at this Mosinee team, and they shoot it very well from the field, 47%, and they're led by Braden Rinke, a 6'4" junior, a first-team Great Northern first-team selection, 60% from the field last year, averaged 20 points and 11.5 rebounds, so he averages a double-double. And Trave Stoffel, we're going to see a 6'5" senior this evening, averaging 14.5 points, had 26 blocks last year. And against Xavier, a very nice game of 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And speaking of Braden Rinke, who I just talked about, he's coming off a monster 28 points, 7 rebound, 4 assists, and 3 steal game against New London in that opening night victory. So for Xavier, size will be an issue once again. This is a Mosinee team that has some big kids. We talked about Rinke and Stoffel, 6'5", 6'4". They got a couple other kids. Mitchell Mischleg, we're going to see him tonight, a senior. He's 6'7". So across the line, they got some huge, huge size for this Mosinee team for head coach Matt Lindsay in his 5th year. He's done a tremendous job here. 81-24 heading into this ball game tonight. 18-8 overall last year. 9-3 second place finish in the Great Northern. Let's step aside. We'll take a timeout. Our North Star Dental Group pregame show continues audio only tonight. So if you're looking for the video feed, we do not have it, unfortunately. If you want to sync us up, I believe the Mosinee Huddle TV channel is up and running if you can get to that one. And if you want to sync that up with my audio, feel free to do so. Step aside, we'll take a timeout as the Hawks and Indians get set for non-conference action right here on Sports Faith YouTube.
Wait, how many times do I have to come back?
Personal foul. Too many appointments. You should have gone to North Star Dental.
Dr. Pete and his team have experience, and with today's technology, can do more dentistry in just one visit.
Hi, I'm Dr. Pete Haley from North Star Dental, and dental implants should last a lifetime. Whether you need a single tooth replacement or a full mouth reconstruction, you can get it all done here under one roof.
North Star Dental, changing your life by changing your smile.
For over 20 years, Just a Game has been the place that Wisconsin has gathered for basketball tournaments, coaching clinics, the WBCA State All-Star Games, and more. Now, Just a Game has also become your go-to source for Wisconsin high school basketball scores, stats, and coverage. Find final scores from all across the state tonight and all season long by visiting justagame.com/stats. Whether you're a fan, coach, player, or parent, stay connected at Just a Game, where Wisconsin basketball lives.
And welcome back to Mosinee as we get set for Xavier and Mosinee. Non-conference action for the third year in a row between these two teams. And if you're just joining us and expecting video, my apologies. No camera working tonight. That's all I can tell you. So we're going to go audio. Hopefully we're up and running. It looks like we're loud and clear on the audio side of things. So technical issues, but we will have basketball. And as I mentioned just a short time ago, I believe the Mosinee Huddle TV feed, if you can find that maybe via their website, you can surely watch and listen to my commentary. And we want to thank our great sponsors once again. And it starts off with North Star Dental Group, of course, our pregame show sponsor, locations in Appleton and in Sheboygan. And by, of course, our good friend Frank Hermans from Let Me Be Frank Productions. Go to meyertheater.org and get your Christmas show tickets today. And by Card and Coin Corner. Xavier graduate Mike Warchek, owner-operator. He buys and sells coins, gold and silver, sports cards, and Packer memorabilia. Give him a call today at 920-498-0050. And by Mr. Reinebo's Cookies since 2014. Check them out at the summer farmers markets, and you can also get cookies at the following local businesses: Jacob's Meat Market, Jersey Bagel and Deli, Lammer's Dairy, The Meat Block, and Dwyer's Cheese Hut. And by PRN Home Health and Therapy, where they provide home health care and therapy services to patients throughout Wisconsin. They provide quality and compassionate care to all the patients they see, treating them like their own family. Visit prncares.com for more information. And by Forefront Dermatology, voted the best in the Fox Valley for all your skincare needs. Visit all 4 locations: Appleton, Kaukauna, New London, and Neenah. And by Gallagher's Pizza of Green Bay and De Pere, and a location in Suamico. And by The Driveway, devoted to helping kids become the best version of themselves on and off the court through old school work ethic and new school methods. And by Tanner's Bar and Grill, 730 South Railroad, Kimberly, and 110 South Nicolay in Appleton. And by Endowment Wealth Management. I want to thank them for being a part of our broadcast of this year. And of course, Georgia Steakhouse. Since 1939, they serve dinner Monday through Saturday. Lounge opens at 4:30. 920-733-4939. Make your reservations today. And by Cheryl Quimby Real Estate, Keller Williams Group of the Fox Cities. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, look no further than Cheryl Quimby with Keller Williams of the Fox Cities. Give her a call today at 920-224-3061, where she is committed to excellence. And by Just a Game. For 20 years, Just a Game has been the place that Wisconsin has gathered for youth basketball tournaments, coaching clinics, the WBCA All-Star Game, and more. Check them out today, justagame.com/stats for tonight's final scores and statistics. And by BLC Community Bank, 206 East Main Street, Little Chute, proudly serving the Fox Valley since 1906. BLC Community Bank is committed to our community's growth. Join us in building a brighter future. Learn more at blccb.com, member FDIC. And by Fox Valley Surgical Specialists, where they can help you say goodbye to painful or unsightly veins. Our minimally invasive treatments get you back on your feet faster. And by Dvorak Wealth Management, veteran-owned and local. Dvorak Wealth Management is here to answer all your questions about 401k rollover options, Social Security analysis, and retirement income planning. Call or text Brian Dvorak today at 920-475-4096. And of course, the Xavier Booster Club, proud supporter of all Xavier High School sports teams and athletes. And they wish the Hawks good luck tonight, and go Hawks. Both teams warming up as Mosinee to our right in the home white purple trim. They'll have the purple numerals. And for the Hawks, they will be in their traveling dark navy blue with white trim. As the Hawks trying to get their first win of this early season. We talked about the loss against KML. Quite a ball game indeed, as it came down to the wire late, and Xavier blows a 12-point halftime lead in that ball game. So very disappointing coming down the stretch. Xavier did not shoot the ball very well, especially from distance. They were 42% overall from the field, but only 8 of 30, 26% from downtown, and they did miss 8 free throws in that basketball game as well. They only turned the ball over 8 times totally in that ball game, but they had a couple key ones late, and KML was up to the task. Henry Bednar, a monster game for him. He matched Logan Ramczak's 25. 22 of those were after the halftime break. So a big non-conference win for KML. And now for the third consecutive year, Xavier trying to get themselves a win here against this Mosinee Indian team, as they've played them the last 2 years non-conference, one at each building. And now we're at Mosinee, where they are going through some big-time renovations, it appears, as we are in a pretty cozy gym here. This one kind of reminds me of Torchy Clark just a little bit. Obviously a little bit more room on the sides, more bleachers, but a very nice setting for high school basketball this evening. And if you're just joining us and you missed it, unfortunately, technical issues tonight brings us to an audio broadcast once again. But if you want to catch the audio stream, I think you can search it up on the Mosinee website and try to get into their Huddle TV feed, and you can watch it and no doubt listen to me at the same time. If you can sync that up, we should have a great ball game in a really good looking venue here in Mosinee. The Great Northern against the Bay Conference tonight, and the Hawks in their huddle getting final instructions before we hit the national anthem here from Mosinee High School. Glad you could join us on a very cold evening here in central Wisconsin, just south of Wausau here, about 10 miles, as the Hawks make the trek over to take on a very good team out of the Great Northern.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mosinee High School for tonight's non-conference matchup between the visiting Xavier Hawks and your Mosinee Indians. To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to please stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart for the playing of the national anthem.
And our national anthem, and I'm not the only one having some technical issues tonight, as that recording of that national anthem was kind of a struggle there early on. So it must not be a good night for technology on a number of different fronts, but we get through the national anthem. I know you only heard maybe about half of it because the volume was extremely low, but the Xavier Hawks going to get introduced here. To be Logan Ramczyk starting, along with Kyler Bleck once again, the dynamic duo in the backcourt. Caden Schuler's going to get his second consecutive start for the Hawks, and Quinn Comerford will be wearing number 5 this evening. He'll get the start, and it'll be Grant Newman rounding out the starting 5 for the Xavier Hawks. Matt Klarner in his 15th year, 298 wins, 72 losses. And the starting lineup now for Mosinee, it'll be Carson Balgord coming out, being introduced to the home crowd, along with Bryson Zavakis, a 6-foot senior guard, and it'll be Mitchell Mishlig, a 6'7" senior, will get the call this evening. And Trev Stoffel, a 6'5" senior, and his running mate up front, Braden Rinke, a junior, 6'4", averaged 20 points a game, 11 rebounds a year ago for the Mosinee Indians. And Mosinee, coached by Matt Lindsay in his 5th year, 81 wins, 24 losses, 9-3 in the Great Northern a year ago. The Hawks will come out with those all navy blue with the white numeral Xavier across the front and a white X on the right side of those shorts this evening. And this is going to be very interesting to see how the Hawks match up with the size of Mosinee tonight. It'll be Schuler and Reinke in the center circle. Xavier will be moving right to left on your audio dial tonight on YouTube. Unfortunately, no video this evening, technical issues with camera. So here we go, and Mosinee will go on offense first as Xavier comes out into that man-to-man. Reinke wants to go right at Logan Ramczyk, who's going to pick him up, and he closes him off at the left elbow. And now Mosinee will reset the offense. Here's Mishlig, he'll send it up top, Reinke. Reinke holding, now tossing right side, it's Mishlig. Playing catch up top now to Savakis, and now a right wing bomb is up and good. Braden Reinke rings it up from downtown, and Mosinee off and running up 3-0. Man-to-man defense by Mosinee. Here's Comerford with it, send it up top. Bleck fake the 3, step back, and he gets double teamed and gives up his dribble. Now Schuler, left corner to Comerford. Quinn wanted to drive baseline, tried to bounce it into traffic. Ball was loose, and now Newman's going to get tied up, and a jump ball arrow belongs to Xavier. Ramczyk will send it in baseline left. Bounce it left corner. Schuler gets a return feed and almost intercepted inside. And now Ramczyk's going to get called for an offensive foul as Carson Balgard almost took that ball away. Ramczyk got it back, and then he turned and crashed into a defender. And Ramczyk picks up personal foul number 1. And here comes Mosinee up 3-0. Into the front court, it's Stoffel. Stoffel coming off a 9-point game in their win over New London. Balgord sends it to the left wing, and the lefty 3 is up and no good by Mishlig, and the run out by Bleck. Here comes Kyler, left alone. A defender went by. Kyler for the tie is long on the 3. Mosinee all over the glass. Minute and a half in, Indians up 3-0 on the Hawks. Now they're going to dump it down low. Backing in with a shoulder. No call as Stoffel goes up and misses it as Ramczyk tried to draw the offensive foul. And the Hawks come away with it as Ramczyk fakes the 3. Hits a cutting Schuler, and Caden got his jersey grabbed. An easy hold call. Savakis will get called for his first, team foul number 1. Ramczyk from the right baseline looking to get it in, and he flips it up top. Newman Hawks down 3-0. If you're just joining us, no video tonight. Camera difficulty, so we got audio only. Here's Newman now with a jab step. Give it to Comerford, left wing. Up top, Black. Black guarded by Stoffel. Now Schuler has it up to Newman. Grant going to try to tie it. 3 on the way, and he buried it. We are knotted at 3. Grant Newman dials up long distance from the top of the arc. Just over 2 minutes in, and we are knotted a 3-pointer each. Stoffel sent it right side. Ranke guarded by Newman. Now he's closed off right of the lane. Give up his dribble. Stoffel, jab step, 17-footer just inside the arc. No, long rebound to Ramchek. Logan's going to run. One-on-one. He's going at Stoffel. Lay it up, and he made it. Logan Ramchek right to the rack. Took it against Stoffel, and it's 5 in a row for Xavier. 5-3 Hawks. Ballgord now. Flip it right of the circle to Stoffel. Mischlig, big body, gets double teamed, drops it to Ranke. He's doubled, so he skips it into the corner, and a nice feed inside, and the layup is blown. Savakis found Ballgord, and he missed the bunny. And Xavier comes away with a rebound and a foul on Mosinee. And it is on Braden Ranke, his first. What a beautiful toss inside by Savakis, and Ballgord just missed the bunny. And now Mosinee is going to trap full court. They break it to Newman across the center court stripe. 3 on the way. Schuler on the 3-on-2. Missed it. Offensive rebound. Grant Newman up and good. There's the garbage man right there. Grant Newman has 5 of the 7, and it's a 7-0 run, Xavier. What an offensive rebound that was by Newman. Now a wide open look 3, and it's banked. A left wing 3 by Braden Ranke. He knocks down his second triple, and it's 7-6 Xavier. And Schuler just caught the ball in the front court and jumped into the back court. Over and back as the crowd is getting excited because the score says 10-3 Xavier, and it should be 7-6. They gave the 3 to the wrong team. Ozazi Fornillier checks in for Xavier. Comerford will take his first break. And now they got the score wrong. 7-6 Mosinee, should be 7-6 Xavier. Here's Savakis, right wing, throw it up top. Ranke, rotate it left side, a quick trigger. Ballgord, he missed everything on a 3, and it's Schuler with the rebound. He'll flip it to Ramchek. Here comes Logan. He'll sprint into the front court. Now left side, Schuler. Fornillier to Bleck, left wing 3 is off, no good. Battle for the rebound. Fornillier comes away with it. Bounce feed low on the block. Out of a double team. Bleck finds Newman. 3 on the way. Grant long. Rebound to Bleck. Kyler's going to step back. Left wing 3. That's off and short. And the Hawks 8 for 30 in their last outing, and they come up empty on a couple of good looks. Hawks lead 7-6. Here's a backdoor feed. Oh, a beauty. Savakis found Ballgord, and this time Ballgord makes it. And Mosinee takes a 1-point lead, 8-7. Ramchek into the front court, steps into a left wing 3, high arcer, long rebound, no good, and it comes to Ballgord. He'll throw it ahead, Mischlig. Now it's Stoffel, elbow jumper is short, no good. Newman with a big time block out, somebody's got to grab it, and Schuler does. Here come the Hawks, they trail by 1. Just under 13 minutes remaining, a little over 5 minutes gone. Fornillier left side holding. Looked inside to Schuler, instead sends it to Bleck. Now rotate up top, Ramchek. Logan, flip it left side. Caden Schuler, catch, fire, long, and they are ice cold. The Hawks are from 3. Newman has 1, but they've probably missed another 7. But they'll keep shooting them. It's all about volume. Here's Ranke trying to cross over on Fornillier, and he stays right with him. Ballgord send it Mischlig, right side. Now a skip pass to Stoffel. He'll retreat on the purple M near midcourt, and they're going to spread it out. Stoffel gives up his dribble. Left side, Savakis lines up a triple, and he drilled it. Savakis gives Mosinee a 4-point lead, so after the 7-0 run by Xavier, Mosinee answers with 5 in a row. Fornillier goes right to the rim, and we're going to have a block. Oh, Mischleg tried to get to the guarding position and he was a little late. And they're going to call it on Mitchell Mischleg, his first. And Ozazi Fournillier was in the motion of shooting, so he will shoot a pair. I wasn't so sure he was shooting, but they're going to give him shots. 2 points against KML, and that rims out for Fournillier. Grant Newman's going to check out. Ben Capel, the sophomore, going to make an appearance, as is Colby Donemeyer. Caden Schuler will take a seat as well. 11-7 Mosinee. Fournillier is long on the second. And the Hawks missed 8 free throws the other night. And they miss a pair there. And they trail by 4. Stoffel now left side. It's Sebastian Anderson's checked into the ball game. Here's Ranke, skip it into the corner. 3 on the way, no good by Ballgard. And the rebound comes off to Capel. Lead feed up to Bleck. Kyler, oh, they're going to call an offensive foul. Looked like it was a little flop. Kyler Bleck out on the perimeter, and Bryson Savakis stepped in. I thought it was going to be a play on because nothing was really gained. It was kind of one of those, yes, there was contact, but the official is giving Coach Klarner the explanation, and he said Bleck lowered his shoulder. I really thought that was going to be a play on, but nonetheless, second team foul on Xavier. 11:25 and ticking, 11-7 Mosinee. If you're looking for video, my apologies, no camera operation tonight. So we go audio, old school, I guess we'll say, as Nathaniel Conart is into this ball game for Mosinee as well. Ranke now straight on against Fournillier. Up top, Stoffel, guarded by Ramchek. That's a good matchup right there. Now going against the screen and driving to the rim and scooping and scoring left baseline is Carson Ballgard. He's got 4 early, and the lead is 6 for Mosinee. Ramchek kick in the corner. Fournillier, high arcing 3 is no good. Ball tipped out, ball loose. Ben Capel runs it down and he gathers. And they'll reset it to Ramchek. Logan Ramchek driving down the alley. Left-handed scoop layup is good. Ramchek, what a crossover move that was as he took it at Nathaniel Conart. And the run is broken. That was a 10-0 run. This game was 7-3 Xavier. Now 13-9, so breaks a 10-0 string. Here's Ranke backing, or Stoffel backing down and turning a jumper over Ramchek from 6 feet. And that was a beautiful post move and turnaround jumper by Stoffel. 15-9 Indians. Fournillier now holding between the rings. He'll fake the handoff to Donemeyer and send it to Ben Capel, left wing. Give it to Ramchek. Logan straight on, just pull up 3. Got it and counted in 1. Logan Ramchek dials up, and he got nylon, and he got knocked to the floor by Braden Ranke, and that is a big one because Ranke just picked up number 2. Logan Ramchek with a very difficult triple with a guy in his face. As Mitchell Mischleg is going to come in for Ranke, he's got to sit down with those 2. And Quinn Comerford will come back on, as will Caden Schuler. Fournillier and Capel will sit down. Ramchek trying to make it a 2-point game, and he does. 8 points for Ramchek, and look out for him. He scored 25 in his first. They're probably going to need at least that much out of him tonight. Stoffel, he'll send it left side. Sebastian Anderson now to Mischleg. Skip it. Stoffel's got a wide open look from 3. It's long. Battle for the rebound. Mosinee came out of there with it, but Ramchek tipped it away. Knocked it away from behind on Sebastian Anderson, and turnover on Mosinee. And here come the Hawks looking for a tie or a lead. Ramchek high on the left. Give it to Newman straight on. Grant. Left side, Donemeyer. Donemeyer looking for a cutting Comerford. He wasn't there. He gives up his dribble. Now it's Schuler. Flip it right side. High on the right. Ramchek. Ramchek trying to break down Sebastian Anderson. He drills a 3 over the top. And Logan Ramchek is dialing up. And he is dealing early. He has 11, and the Hawks take the lead by 1. Stoffel gives up his dribble. Top of the ring, between the ring dribble by Ballgard. He floats, he banks, and he misses. Newman with the glass. Here comes Ramczyk. Now it's Newman across the midcourt stripe to Comerford, left wing. Quinn on the right-handed dribble, flip it to Donemeyer. Now Ramczyk just catch fire. He is absolutely feeling it, but that one rimmed out, but an offensive rebound by Schuler. Oh, that just spun out on Ramczyk, right side Donemeyer. Little flare action for Ramczyk. They couldn't get it to him, and now Comerford's going to get called for walking. Extra step by Quinn, turnover, Hawks. And we have a 30. Let's take a breather. What a start here tonight. Xavier 16-15 with 8:14 left. Back in 30. You're listening to Hawks basketball on Sports Faith YouTube. $8:14 left, first half. Craig Bone with you from Mosinee tonight. Audio only, technical issues with our camera. So no video. We will be on the air, though, Thursday night, and we will have video for you. We better, at least, from Kaukauna as the Galloping Ghosts enter in the Ryan Bowers era as he takes over for retired Hall of Famer Mike Shallow, and it'll be Appleton West paying a visit in the FVA with a 7:30 tip on Thursday evening as Stoffel almost turned that ball over. That Xavier bench wanted the turnover. They didn't get it. Stoffel now right of the lane. Turning, fading over Fournier. No offensive rebound. Stick back good. Sebastian Anderson with an offensive rebound on Fournier. And it's 17-16. Mosinee back up 1. Kyler Black drive, kick. Newman wide open, set shot, and he airmailed it deep, and it's off the hands of Comerford. Grant Newman came up empty from distance. Logan Ramczyk with an 11-point outing here of the 16 early on. And Xavier going to pick up with some token pressure. Stoffel going to bring it up. He can handle the ball. The big fella, 6'5", going against Ramczyk. Now a backdoor cutting Mischlig, got behind Schuler, lay it up and in, and they're going to get Comerford. Caden Schuler got fascinated by the basketball, and he lost Mischlig behind him. And Mischlig converts the and one. Comerford picks up his first. Third team foul on the Hawks. And the lefty Mischlig is up and good. He converts the three-point play. And Mosinee is up 20-16. Black driving, turning down low, and he got hit on the arm, and it's Carson Ballgard. Ballgard picks up his first. That's team foul number 5 on the Indians with 7:13 left. 20-16 Mosinee. We've gone back and forth a couple of different times as Black knocks down the first, his first points of the ball game. Ben Capel going to come in for Caden Schuler. Black coming off that 21-point game. That was a career high for him, matching last year's as Black misses the second. And the rebound to Mischlig, and here come the Indians up 3. In the corner, it was knocked away from Ballgard with Ramczyk, and he drives hard, throws it up, and Matt Klarner and company says, where's the foul? No whistle, they play on, and here come the Indians the other way. Looked like Ramczyk got bumped going to the rim in transition. Mischlig, left-handed drive down the left alley, and he overshoots the layup, and now Ramczyk throws it ahead to Black. Kyler, front court, crossover. He's double-teamed, almost traveled over, shot the bunny. Stoffel saved it, but it'll end up knocked out of bounds by a Mosinee player. Good hustle by Stoffel as Black might have got away with steps. It was a tough shot out of a double team, but Xavier will keep it. And Nathaniel Conart back in for the Indians. Ballgard will take a seat, throw into Black, 3 on the way, right wing, no, and the rebound gathered by Sebastian Anderson. Here comes Mosinee in a hurry. Stoffel wants to go right to the rim. A runner left side. He banked it, but it was short. Capel with a big rebound. The big sophomore, Ben Capel. 6'3", and he's got some girth. Good-looking athlete. High ball screen by Capel. And they're going to call offensive foul on Capel on the moving screen. The referee said he was not set as Remchek was using that big body screen. Capel's first, fourth team. And Braden Ranke is going to come back into this ball game with 6:14 remaining. And he's going to play with 2 fouls, so something to keep an eye on there. Bryson Savakis back into the game as well for Mosinee. Ranke 19 points last year. Stoffel 18 against the Hawks. Here's Mischlig now high on the right. Thought about a 3, guarded by Black, the lefty. Throw it left side. Good jab step by Ranke. Instead, he gives it to Anderson. Bounce feed, mid-post, turning right. Jump hook is good by Mischlig. That was a good-looking post move, and he shot it with his weak hand, and it's 22-17 Mosinee. Now Black, throw it up top. Comerford, he's got a wide-open look. Bomb, 3, good! Quinn Comerford dials one up. 22-20, Hawks trail by a bucket. 5:35 and ticking first half. Mischlig, the lefty, going to step into a 3, and he buried it. No closeout on Mischlig, and he has 8. 25-20 Mosinee. High ball screen, Capel. Ramchek goes against it out of a double team. Looked like he got hit on the arm. He was trying to draw the foul on the 3. No call. And here comes Mosinee with Savakis. Now Ranke, deep right corner. Up top, Mischlig with a jump fake, pump fake against Newman. Drive, kick it off. Anderson missed it. And the ball is finally gathered by Savakis and then knocked away by Rapchek, but he was on the sideline. It'll stay Mosinee basketball, as the Indians have had some opportunities inside and they just have not been able to finish. Comerford and Newman will check out. Fournier back, as is Caden Schuler. And for Mosinee, it's Carson Ballgard back in, as is Trev Stoffel, who's holding the ball left wing. Dump it inside Mischlig, and we're going to have a reach over the top by Ben Capel. One of those lazy reach over the shoulder type of deals, and he just picked up his second. Team foul number 5 on the Hawks, as Colby Donemeyer is going to have to come in for the sophomore Capel. So each team with 5 team fouls. Mischlig will throw it in, left corner Stoffel. He'll return it, post, right side. Mischlig, skip it with a 2-handed jump pass, but in the passing lane, Bleck knocked it out of bounds. Mosinee will keep it right sideline. 4:40 remaining, first half. 25-20 Mosinee. Xavier's had a couple of leads. Here's a lob, Ranke over Fournier, up and good. A beautiful lob pass from the sideline. And Ranke finishes. He has 8, and the lead is 7 for Mosinee. Right corner, Black, jab step, send it to Schuler, right wing. Fournier, right corner, Donemeyer coming off that screen. Now Black will dump it in. Ramchek mid-post. Looked like he might have walked, but he got hammered. He faked one way and turned the other on the left side. That was a tough move. Savakis picks up his second. So Mosinee with a couple players with 2. Capel has 2 for Xavier. Ramchek back to the line for a pair. He's 1 for 1 so far. Rolls that one in. So an even dozen for Ramchek. Omar Ingram, the 6'2 junior, has checked in for his first game action. And Ramchek is up, and Pierre with the second. He's got 13. 27-22 Hawks, trailing by 5. Down to 4 minutes left. Stoffel gives up his dribble high on the right. Ramchek's going to lay off him, and he'll skip it left side. Ranke. Braden Ranke, a good start for him. He has 8. Stoffel directing traffic, send it right side. Ballgard up top to Mischlig. Good help by Bleck. And here's a ball tipped out of bounds by Ramchek. Good help defense that time by the Hawks. And Quinn Comerford back into the ball game, and Colby Donemeyer will sit. So now Mosinee is going to inbound from the corner in front of the Xavier bench. 3:46 left. First half, 27-22. Mosinee. Into the corner, Mischleg thought about a 3 over Schuler. Mischleg holding. Takes a dribble and flip it up top to Ballgard. Now Renke right side to Stoffel. Trev Stoffel skip it to Renke. Renke spinning on Fournier. Held the pivot foot. Now Stoffel thought about a 16-footer. Mischleg skip it to Renke. Jab step, tried to drive on Fournier. Now he finds Stoffel underneath. Stoffel up. Oh, and Ramchek's going to get called on the elbow. Some good passing, interior passing that time. Renke to Stoffel. And now Ramchek has 2. Trev Stoffel looking for his 3rd point of the ball game, and he's got it. Stoffel, first team Great Northern, started all 26 games last year. 27 was his high. Only a 56% free throw shooter. Second one on the way, and that is short, and Fournier with a block out. 28-22, Mosinee. Just over 3 minutes left first half. Ramchek had to sit with his 2 fouls. Comerford, nice little jump stop, cross court to Fournier, 3 on the way. Zazi comes up empty and short. Here comes Stoffel on the run. Trev Stoffel rumbling down the alley, threw it up with the right hand, missed it, and he tipped in his own miss off the glass and good. Trev Stoffel with 5 points. Biggest lead of the ball game, 8 for Mosinee. Beautiful tip back in by Stoffel. Here's a drive and a take left alley, Caden Schuler. His first 2, Caden with a beautiful take. 30-24, Xavier down 6. Stoffel with the high right-handed dribble. Now Renke right side. Bounce feed, and Schuler takes it away, and he overplayed Mischleg, and a steal for Schuler and the Hawks. Here comes Black now, going to run the offense. Right-handed dribble. Used the high ball screen from Schuler. Now it's Newman high on the left. Took a peek at the rim. Now Comerford between the rings. Fournier has it knocked away near midcourt by Renke. Now Black left side. Thought about a 3, but he closed out on. Very good by Ballgard. Fournier cross courts it. Newman fakes the 3, drive the left alley, and he got the ball knocked away by Stoffel. What a play. Trev Stoffel with some very active hands. Sebastian Anderson going to come back in. Nathaniel Conart will come in as well. Ingram will sit, as will Renke, as he's still playing with those 2 fouls, so he'll probably sit the last minute 49. Black lob it. It's going to go into the backcourt. Newman can gather, no issue there. Now back to Black into the front court. $1:45 remaining, Xavier down 6. Into the corner, Schuler, catch, fire, and missed a 3 off the rim and then off the top of the backboard. And the rebound comes to Sebastian Anderson, and here come the Indians. Stoffel, he brings up the ball quite regularly, the 6'4" big forward, a senior, listed at 6'5" actually. Sebastian Anderson now send it to Mischleg. The lefty looked at a 3, didn't take it. Stoffel left high. Fournier guarding him. Stoffel will flip it to Anderson on the right wing. Anderson going to split 2 defenders. Throw it up off balance. No. And the tip in. No. Block off again as Trev Stoffel, another offensive stick back. He has 7 and the lead is 8 for Mosinee, and we're inside of a minute. Comerford, cross court. Black got a good look. Kyler, can he bury it? No. Deep. Missed it, and Stoffel has the rebound with his head up. Throw it ahead into the right corner. Ballgard now up top. Trev Stoffel, he's working against Fournier on the left-handed dribble. Skip it. Anderson fakes on Newman, turns, 12-footer in the lane. He bricked it off the backboard, excuse me, no good, and Black has a rebound. Inside of 30 seconds, Hawks down 8. Fournier in the corner, he'll send it up top. Quinn Comerford, high arcing 3, off wide right, offensive rebound, Black to the rim, throw it up, window, good, and a foul. Kyler Black with a big-time offensive rebound, and he went right to the rack. Conart gets whistled for his first, and Black, his first field goal of this first half. Now he tries to make it a 5-point ball game, and he does. The story of this ball game so far for Matt Klarner and company is they are not shooting the three very well. Ramczak's got a couple, Comerford's got one, and Newman has one. That's 4. And I don't have the official attempts, but I'm going to say 4 for probably about 18, I'm going to say, if I had to guess. Here's a dump inside to Mischlik. Ball batted away and knocked out on top. Christopher Martin, who's checked into the game, comes up with the loose ball. Now Anderson left corner. Stoffel, he's got to shoot it. We're inside of a second. And he just misses wide left as Mosinee lost track of the clock, as did I. And Mosinee comes up empty. So the Hawks, in a very good basketball game, they will go to the halftime break trailing 32-27 on the Just a Game scoreboard. And we'll send it to a break, and we'll come back and take a look at first half stats and talk about our upcoming Sports Faith YouTube schedule, and we'll do all of that after this timeout on the Just a Game scoreboard. It's Mosinee 32, Xavier 27. Back with more right after this. You're listening to Hawks Basketball on Sports Faith YouTube TV.
Festival Foods and Diamonds in Gold present Let Me Be Frank's 26th all-new comedy musical Christmas show. A Frank's Christmas runs November 28th through December 27th at the Meyer Theater. For tickets, call Ticketstar at 920-494-3401 or go to meyertheater.org. Groups of 10 or more get $5 off per ticket. It's a Frank's Christmas at the Meyer Theater, November 28th through December 27th. Merry Christmas!
Hungry? Check out this deal on the best pizza in Wisconsin.
I love this pizza.
And you'll love getting $5 off any Gallagher's Pizza order of 30 or more. Call us for delivery. It's the best way to feed your office for lunch.
TNT Sports Bar and Grill is Green Bay's home for delicious food, drinks, March Madness, and Milwaukee basketball.
Hey, you can't say that.
Yeah, isn't it ridiculous that you can't say the name of a sporting event or a sports team in a commercial? Well, anyway, TNT Sports Bar and Grill will have all the basketball games on the big screens, plus game time prize giveaways and food and drink specials. TNT offers up a true blue buy one get one happy hour Monday through Friday 2 to 7, and daily lunch and dinner specials. TNT Sports Bar and Grill, West Mason Street, Green Bay, across from Walmart and Sam's.
And welcome back to halftime from Mosinee tonight on Sports Faith YouTube. Unfortunately, no video if you're looking for that. Technical issues tonight with the camera, so we'll be back at it Thursday night from Kaukauna, so audio only this evening. But what a ball game this has been. 32-27 on the Just a Game scoreboard as Mosinee in the lead, and a very entertaining basketball game to say the least. Back and forth. Xavier ice cold once again from distance. They were 8 out of 30 in their last ball game, and tonight I have them with 4 makes, and I don't have the attempts, but I think it's safe to say it's somewhere in that vicinity of probably 4 for 18 in this first half. And we'll get the statistics here in just a little bit, and we want to shout out to our great sponsor list once again. Our local Xavier sponsor, of course, the Xavier Booster Club, a proud supporter of all Xavier High School athletics, and they wish the team good luck tonight, and go Hawks. And by Dvorak Wealth Management, veteran owned and local. Dvorak Wealth Management is here to answer all your questions about 401k rollover options, Social Security analysis, and retirement income planning. Call or text Brian Dvorak today at 920-475-4096. And by Fox Valley Surgical Specialists, they are here for your health, from colonoscopies to advanced GERD treatments and vein care that gets you back on your feet faster. Expert care close to home in Appleton, Chilton, Neenah, Oshkosh, Shawano, and Waupaca. And our good friends at BLC Community Bank, 206 East Main Street in Little Chute. Their customers say it best. BLC Community Bank treats you like family. Experience exceptional service yourself. Read more testimonials at blccb.com. Member FDIC. And by just a game. And we want to thank our good friends over at TNT Sports Bar and Grill. And tonight's game also brought to you by Cheryl Quimby Real Estate, Keller Williams Group of the Fox Cities. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, look no further than Cheryl Quimby with Keller Williams of the Fox Cities. It's a great time to sell. Call Cheryl today at 920-224-3061, where she is committed to excellence. And by George's Steakhouse since 1939. The lounge opens at 4 p.m. Monday through Saturday, and they serve starting at 4:30, famous for their award-winning steaks. George's also serves a tempting array of seafood, chicken, ribs, and other supper club favorites, including their Friday fish fry. Call 920-733-4939 for reservations. And by Endowment Wealth Management, where their mission is to empower clients like you to become the stewards of your family wealth and to turn your personal success and dreams into a life filled with direction, purpose, happiness, and confidence, while always sustaining your multi-generational family wealth, unity, and a legacy. And by Tanner's Bar and Grill, locations in Kimberly and also now 110 South Nicolay in Appleton. And of course, the Driveway, devoted to helping kids become the best version of themselves on and off the court through old school work ethic and new school methods. And by Mr. Rhinevo's Cookies since 2014. Check them out at the Summer Farmer Markets in Appleton. And also go to Jacob's Meat Market, Jersey Bagel and Deli, Lammer's Dairy, the Meat Block, and Dwyer's Cheese Hut for Mr. Rhinevo's Cookies. And by PRN, Home Health and Therapy. Home health care and therapy services to patients throughout Wisconsin. They provide quality and compassionate care to all their patients they see, treating them like their family. Visit prncares.com for more information. And by the Ashwaubenon and Bowling Alley, the Family Fun Center, by Card and Coin Corner, located at 2208 South Ridge Road in Green Bay. Mike Warachek, owner-operator, and Xavier Grad. Call 920-498-0050. And by Let Me Be Frank Productions, head over to meyertheater.org and get your Christmas show tickets today. And by North Star Dental Group, locations in Appleton and in Sheboygan. As both teams, or at least one of the teams, Xavier, out on the floor warming up. And let's take a look at some numbers in this first half, as Logan Ramchek got out early with a team-high 13. Grant Newman chips in 5 in that first half. 4 from Kyler Black, 3 out of Quinn Comerford, and 2 out of Caden Schuler for the 27 points. As the Xavier Hawks could not get it going from deep, they struggled mightily, as this is a team that averaged 75 points a game last year. Mosinee averaging 69 points last year, and they scored very close to their average in their first game, a 64-60 win over New London. But what's some balance in this ball game tonight, as Mitchell Michelig with 8, Braden Ranke with 8, 7 from Treve Stoffel this evening, 3 from their guard Bryson Savakis, 4 points from Carson Balgord, and 2 off the bench from Sebastian Anderson, as Mosinee only went to the free throw line 3 times. They did make 2 of those. And for the Xavier Hawks, they did get to the line a total of 8 times, and they end up making a total of 5. So 5 for 8 from the free throw line. They were 14 of 22 the other night against Kettle Moraine Lutheran. So those are very, very important, obviously, in this basketball game. Xavier, their next game will be on Thursday night. Their first Bay Conference matchup, they will visit Green Bay West in that matchup. So a couple of good tune-up games. That KML team is really good out of the new Glacier Trails Conference. And now you come to Mosinee. These are really good battle-tested type of games that even if you lose both, I think this is going to help the Xavier basketball team as this season moves forward. 32-27 on Just a Game scoreboard. Both teams getting their final instructions. Hawks in their dark navy blue with the white trim and white numerals. And Mosinee home white, purple trim, and the purple uniform numbers, and Mosinee across the front. And it'll be Indian basketball. Xavier will come out with their starting five, as do the Mosinee Indians. Ramczyk and Capel with 2 fouls for Xavier. Ranke and Savakis are playing with 2 fouls for Mosinee. And we are underway. Stoffel will take it into the front court. He'll dribble, handoff, and now Mischleg will get it right side, give it back to Stoffel. 15-footer, no ball, tipped out of there by Newman, but it ends up going to Stoffel, and he lays it up and in. And that's been the story of this first half, is the extra opportunities at Mosinee. Second chance points off the chart for Mosinee. Black into the corner. Newman fakes a 3, bounces it underneath to Schuler. Ball ripped away by Savakis, and they're going to get him with the reach. No, they're going to get the other number 4, Caden Schuler, on the reach. That looked like that could have been a jump ball. Schuler picks up his first. That was a tough feed from Newman looking for Schuler, but Savakis with active hands. And now left side. Ranke will send it to Stoffel. Now they'll rotate the floor. Up top to Stoffel. Ranke coming off an off-ball screen, but good closeout by Newman. Now Ranke's going to back down on Newman. Right of the lane, gives up his dribble. He's looking for a cutter. Finds Savakis. Layup reverse good as he got behind Comerford. What a baseline cut that was by Savakis. And the lead's the largest of the game, 9 for Mosinee. Schuler bounce feed inside Newman, and the overplay steal by Ranke, and another turnover on the Hawks. Great overplay. Ball guard now, toss it up top to Stoffel. Right elbow, Ranke. Turning left to the lane, and he goes up and gets hit on the arm by Newman. Ranke had nowhere to go. He turned to his right at the elbow, and Newman cracked him across the arm. And that is going to be a shooting foul. First foul on Newman, second team foul, as Ranke will be up and good with the first, a 65% free throw shooter. Looking for his 10th point. Mosinee leads by 10, and he's got both. A pure looking stroke. 38-27, so a 6-0 run out of the locker room for the Indians. Xavier has yet to score here since the break. Almost 2 minutes gone by. Drive by Ramczyk, dump it to Schuler, out into the corner. 3 on the lay is good. Kyler Black rings up long distance. Good sharing of the basketball by Schuler and Ramczyk. 38-30 Mosinee. Ranke between the rings. Mischleg now, right wing. He'll skip it across court. Ball gourd. Now it's Ranke, dump it right at the lane. Backing is Stoffel. Tried to turn, do an up and under. Nothing there, so he sends it to Mischleg. Wide open 3, no, and we're going the other way as there's a push off. Who did they get? Ramczyk got knocked to the floor. They got Stoffel, it looks like. So Treve Stoffel picks up his first team foul of the second half. Just over 2 minutes elapsed, 38-30, the home team. Black holding right side against Stoffel. He left him alone. Tyler's going to let it go and hit another back-to-back. I can't believe Stoffel didn't close. He let Kyler have a little bit of room, and he buried his second in a row. And the Hawks score 6 in a row. Mid-post, Mischlig couldn't pull the trigger, send it to Renke. Long on the 3, battle for the rebound. Ramczyk got it taken away from by Stoffel, and now he pickpockets Stoffel. Ramczyk gonna sprint up the right sideline. Into the corner, Black, 3 in a row from downtown. No, he left it short. Offensive rebound, counted and one. Grant Newman caught the air ball, and he laid it in with the left hand, and he got hit in the head. And Stoffel just picked up his second in a row. As Newman cleans up the mess, he has 7. And just like that, looking at a 9-0 run if he can bury this free throw, and he does. He's got 8. Newman does. And just like that, we have a 2-point ball game, a 9-0 spurt by the Hawks. Stoffel now one-on-one with Ramczyk. Inside the ring, he'll dribble handoff to Ballgord. Now Savakis, cross court. Stoffel, catch, fire, bomb left wing, no, and the ball comes loose. Ramczyk's trying to run it down. Who's it off of? It's going to be off of Mischlig, and the Hawks will take possession of the basketball. A good hustle play by Ramczyk. He knocked it, I believe, off of Mitchell Mischlig. Quinn Comerford will take a seat. Ozazi Fornillier in for the Hawks. And here comes Ramczyk into the front court on a 9-0 run. Mosinee had their biggest lead of 11. Ramczyk out of a double team, sends it up top, Schuler. Fornillier high on the left. Black coming off a screen by Schuler, has it, dump it mid-post. Ramczyk turn with the right shoulder, and he got pickpocketed by Ballgord. 3-on-2, rumbling to the rim. Looked like Renke might have traveled. He covered a lot of ground without a dribble, and the Xavier bench wanted to travel as Renke, some Giannis-type steps to the rim. 40-36 Mosinee. High on the left, Ramczyk just catch, fade, long on the 3 into the right corner. Black tries to save it, and he throws it well across the court into the Xavier bench as he was trying to save it on the opposite sideline. 14 minutes even remaining, and we got a dandy going on here. Mosinee was up 11 a short time ago. A 9-0 run was broken, though, by the Indians, and they lead by 4. Mischlig in the post, and Schuler knocked it off of Mischlig out of bounds. What a play by Caden Schuler down in the post as Mischlig got it knocked away, and it last touched his finger. And the Hawks playing some active defense. Savakis out of the ball game for Mosinee. Nathaniel Conert is going to check in. 5'11" senior. Newman now gives up his dribble between the rings against Renke. Bounce feed. Schuler holding into the corner for Nillier. Back to Schuler. Cross courts it to Newman. Grant Newman wants to drive baseline on Stoffel. Stoffel tried to flop. He got knocked out of the way, and Newman said, you know what, I'm going to just lay it up and in, because Stoffel vacated the area, and now here's a lead feed to Renke. Feed it inside Conert. He's blocked by Fornillier, and the play is erratic, and Matt Klarner trying to get a timeout. Grant Newman on the floor rolling around. Let's see what they give here. Either a travel or a timeout. What's it going to be? It's going to be a travel. Grant Newman got a loose ball, and they said he rolled over with it to gain an advantage, and they called traveling before the timeout. And Matt Klarner and the Xavier bench can't believe it. 40-38. What a ball game we have here, non-conference style. Mosinee up 2 with the ball. What a hustle play by Newman. Now Renke holds it right side against Newman. Up top, Mischlig. Conert with a jab step on Ramczyk, and he tried to bounce feed it inside to Renke, and it's intercepted by Ramczyk. What a play by Logan as he sagged off of Conert. Now Logan has it. Crossover against Mischlig into the corner. Wide open 3 for the lead. Black. Oh, and honeycombed. It was halfway down. It spun out on Kyler. Xavier looking for that lead. Stoffel catch left wing, and he got it. And there is a 6-point swing. Stoffel with a dozen. The big fella, 6'5" senior, he can shoot it from deep. Here's a bounce feed, Bleck to Fournier, intercepted Ranke. He's going to go one-on-one with Schuler, right to the rim, floated up, blocked away, and the Mosinee faithful are looking for a whistle. What a block by Schuler, and we have a lot of Indian faithful saying that was an arm, but it'll stay Mosinee basketball. No foul called. Xavier is going to take a 30-second timeout with 12-12 remaining in this ball game. 43-38 is the lead for Mosinee as the Indians will send it in play from the baseline. I want to thank our great sponsors real quickly, a few of them anyway. Mr. Renabos Cookies along with PRN Home Health and Therapy, by Forefront Dermatology, and the Ashwaubenon Bowling Alley Family Fun Center by Let Me Be Frank Productions, Frank Hermans. Head over to MeyerTheater.org, get your show tickets today for the 2025 Christmas show, their 26th Christmas show in their history. I know I'm going to go check it out, as that one is up and running at the Meyer Theater. 12-12 remaining in a very, very hotly contested non-conference matchup. Hawks looking for the first win. Mosinee coming off a win against New London. And Stoffel's going to send it up top, and they'll set the offense. Sebastian Anderson back into the ball game for the Indians. Now Stoffel will have it, looking at Ramczyk. Right side, Savakis, who's checked back in. He dribbles across the ring, send it to the left wing three. That's not close by Bulgord, and he got his own rebound, but he fumbled it and lost it. Now Kyler Bleck tried to cross over, dribble it off his foot. Almost a turnover, and now Bleck is going to get called for a charge. Some sloppiness, to say the least. Bleck had lost it. Fournier came up with a steal, and then Kyler Bleck went crashing into the defender. He picks up foul number 2, team 3. Some ragged play there as Bleck dribbled off his foot initially, and that started the free-for-all. And the Hawks still trail by 5. Here's Ranke. He has 12 points. Stoffel, right wing. Both teams have played exclusively man-to-man. Stoffel going to back down on Ramczyk, right of the lane, fade away, 12-footer. That was partially blocked by Ramczyk, and it comes to Capel, who's checked in for Xavier. And now it's a 5-on-4 if they want it. Ramczyk crosses over and spins into the corner. Bleck's got a wide open look, 3 on the way, no. Chase for the rebound. Fournier and Ranke tie up for a jump. Another good look by Bleck, and he couldn't get it to go. The arrow belongs to Xavier. Fournier with some good minutes there. Him and Newman will come off. Quinn Comerford back in, as is Caden Schuler. Hawks trail by 5, 11:08 remaining. Here's Ramczyk now, right side, going to take Savakis. Savakis closed them off with some good defense. Now Comerford in the left corner. Bleck high on the left, now to Schuler between the circles. Feed down low, good post entry. Comerford tried to shoot it off the glass, and he came up short over Bulgord, and here come the Indians. Comerford had great position, just couldn't finish. Sebastian Anderson will dribble it up top. Now send it to Bulgord. Left wing against Bleck. Gonna set a ball screen, Stoffel is. That leaves a wide open shooting Bulgord from the left baseline. Nobody picked him up, and he buried it. He has 6, and the lead is 7 for Mosinee. Right side, Bleck thought about a 3, faked it. Now he'll drive right down the alley. No, got it blocked. Scooped out of there by Capel, up to Schuler, 3, no, and that's been the story. Offensive production out of the three-point shooting has not been there for the Hawks, as Mosinee back on offense, and now Ranke in the post is going to get grabbed by Bleck, and if it is, that'll be foul number 3, and it is on Bleck. Team foul number 4 for the Hawks. Colby Donemeyer is going to check in, as is Grant Newman. It'll be Bleck going off. He's got to sit with 3. Ben Capel will go off as well. Here's a lob to the sideline dangerously by Stoffel. It's ran down by Ranke. We're inside of 10 minutes remaining. Stoffel right of the lane. He's going to back down. Turn on Ramczyk. Up and under, and he laid it in. Stoffel with the size advantage on Ramczyk, and he has 14. Good patience on the up and under that time by Stoffel. 47-38, Hawks trail by 9. Crossover, Ramczyk's getting hand-checked all over the place, and the ball's gonna go out of bounds off of Mosinee, and that Xavier bench is looking for some fouls. A lot of hand-checking going on because Ramczyk is almost unguardable. Ramczyk bounce feeds it into Comerford, up top Newman. Handoff, Ramczyk thought about a 3 on Savakis. Now he backdoor feeds it, and he misses Newman. Ramczyk did, and it goes out of bounds. That was a really tough pocket pass by Ramczyk. Newman wasn't really open. He was trying to pass him open, and he failed to do so as Sebastian Anderson goes out for Mosinee. Mitchell Mischlig back in for the Indians as Renke's going to break the token pressure. A 9-point lead, 47-38 for Mosinee. Here's Savakis. Now he'll send it to Stoffel up top, rotate Renke left wing. Treve Stoffel having a good ball game, as is Renke. Renke with a dozen. And now an errant pass out of bounds by Renke, and the Indians turn it over. 14 for Stoffel and 12 for Renke. Those guys had big games last year, 19 and 18 against the Hawks. Here's Ramczyk, give and go, give it to Schuler, throw it up, they get a continuation. Count it, you betcha. A give and go at the top of the ring. It's Ramczyk to Schuler for the driving layup. Savakis picks up his third. What a beautiful refeed to Schuler. And he knew what to do with it. 47-40, Schuler trying to make it a 6-point game. And he does. He has 5 with 9:02 remaining in the ballgame. Token man-to-man pressure by Quinn Comerford. Carson Ballgord, experienced senior, brings it across. Now Mischlig, who had 8 in the first half, hasn't scored here. Here's penetration and a little floater by Carson Ballgord as he got around the defense, and the lead goes back to 8. 49-41 Mosinee. Bounce feed Comerford, dump it inside. Colby Donemeyer across the lane, he flips it in with a right hand. Colby Donemeyer out of the post, and he flashed across, and he scooped it off the window. 49-43, Hawks trail by 6. In the lane as Ballgord sends it out in the right corner. Savakis guarded closely by Donemeyer. Now a baseline drive, flip it left wing. 3 on the way, Ballgard. Rimming, no, and Ramczyk had it. Now he regained it. Logan's going to hold on and dribble it up inside of 8 minutes. Boy, what a man-child rebound that was by Ramczyk. He wanted it. Ramczyk gives up his dribble between the rings. Now bounces at the Comerford. Quinn looking into the corner. Schuler looking for cutting Newman. Nothing there, so Comerford up top. Right side, Donemeyer looking to the post. Now Ramczyk squared up on Ballgord. High on the left is Comerford. Quinn with a left-handed dribble into the corner. Newman with a baseline drive left. Send it to Ramczyk into the right corner. He goes up and he got nicked on the elbow and he missed the 3, but he'll go to the line. Ballgord not happy with himself. Hitting Ramczyk on the elbow. You never want to foul a 3-point shooter, especially this guy. 75% free throw shooter, and go figure, I jinxed that. The old announcer's jinx, of course. He'll get 2 more. 49-43, 7:30 left from Mosinee, and the second one is good. Ramczyk with 14. Bryson Savakis is going to check out of the ball game, and it's going to be Nathaniel Konert. He'll enter the contest for the Indians, and Ramczyk will get a 3rd free throw, and it is up and rattles home good. 15 for Ramczyk, the Hawks within 4. Trailed by 11 earlier in this half. Trailed by 5 at the half. Stoffel right of the lane against Ramczyk. Up top, Mischlig. Right side, Renke with a jab step on Fournier. Now back to Mischlig. Stoffel high on the left. Ramczyk's going to sag off of him. Right side, Mischlig. Going on Schuler, low block, lefty go up, might have got hit on the arm, no call, and Schuler stood his ground in the rebound to Fournier. Here come the Hawks. Fournier's got to be careful, and he just got it taken away. In the backcourt by Ranke, feeds Stoffel mid-post. They left him, teardrop it, bricked it off the backboard, and the Hawks escape. Here's Ramczyk now want to run. 5-on-2, Ramczyk, no look, underneath, Schuler, layup good. What a turn of events that is. Xavier turns it over. Mosinee had a great opportunity. And now a backcourt little nickel and dimer on Colby Donemeyer. He'll reach in as they picked up full court pressure. 49-47, the Hawks within 2. Kyler Bleck's going to come in for Donemeyer. My goodness, what a big turn of events that was, because Mosinee had a great look from inside the lane after Ozazi Fournier was trying to get the ball to Logan Ramczyk, and Ranke just came in there and ripped it away. But Xavier dodges a bullet. They're down 2, 6:20 remaining. Mischlig now holding in the right corner. Bounce feed left of the circle. It's Stoffel. Stoffel with his palm up saying, guys, move. Now Ranke left side. Feed inside Mischlig. One-on-one against Schuler. Good help from Comerford. He still has it. Fournier rips it away, and they're going to call a jump ball. What a play by Ozazi Fournier. It'll stay Mosinee basketball. They had the arrow. What some interior defense by Fournier and Comerford. 49-47 Indians. 6:04 left. Ballgord gives it the Ranke left corner. They tried to run Ballgord off some screens up top. Nothing there. Now Stoffel tried an interior pass. It's knocked away by Fournier and stolen. Here comes Ramczyk and the Hawks looking for a tie or a lead. Comerford flip it up top. Black straight on 3 for the lead. It's long off the heel. No, and Stoffel has the rebound for the Indians. Treve Stoffel sprints into the front court. Now he's at the free throw line. He could have shot it. Ramczyk closed on him. Ball guard now on the left-handed dribble. Mischlig, oh, he thought about a left wing 3. Skip it to Savakis. Guarded by Comerford. Savakis with a ball fake, and now he rises and fires and fills. Savakis with a big-time 3. He's got 8. With Comerford in his face, and he drains it. Mosinee up 5. 5:10 remaining. Bleck, feed right, block. Schuler back out to Kyler. Now up top, Ramczyk, guarded by Savakis. Crosses over. Boy, Savakis has quick feet. He is staying in front of Ramczyk. Now Comerford fakes the 3, drive, jump stop, flip it in with a left-hand banker. Quinn Comerford with a beautiful take to the rim, left-handed style, and the Hawks are within 3. 4:45 and ticking. Ranke high on the right, flipping the corner. Savakis drives around Comerford, turns and spins from 4, and he missed it. Fournier rips it out of there, and he's going to be fouled. Savakis with a good baseline drive, but Schuler hung with him, and Savakis ends up picking up his 4th. And Savakis and Stoffel are going to go out of this ball game. Sebastian Anderson will come in, and we have a timeout on the floor. And when we come back, the Hawks will have it, down 3, 30 seconds. You're listening to Hawks Basketball on Sports Faith YouTube.
Hungry? Check out this deal on the best pizza in Wisconsin.
I love this pizza.
And you'll love getting $5 off any Gallagher's Pizza order of 30 or more. And it's all you can eat at our lunch buffets at any of our 4 locations. Hungry? Check out this deal on the best pizza in Wisconsin.
I love this pizza.
And you'll love getting $5 off any Gallagher's Pizza order of 30 or more. Call us for delivery. It's the best way to feed your office for lunch.
.435 remaining on the Just a Game scoreboard, and the Hawks are trying to claw themselves back in. They trailed by 5 at the half. They trailed by 11 early in the second half. They went on a 9-0 run, and then Mosinee opened it back up to a 9-point lead, but don't look now, the Hawks down 3, 52-49, plenty of time remaining. as the Hawks have the basketball. Going left to right as Comerford gives up his dribble. Now Schuler left corner. He falls down, and it's going to be a travel. It looked like the ball got jarred loose, but they said no, Schuler had control. He lost his footing, and he went to the deck. A huge turnover in a really big spot right there with 4:15 remaining. Renke into the front court for Mosinee. Now Mitchell Mischlig. Cross courts it to Anderson. Stoffel having a good game. 14. Mischlig going to pull the trigger. Missed a 3. Long rebound. Stoffel ran it down, and he fed a wide open Sebastian Anderson, and he lays it up and in. What a hustle play by Treves Stoffel. 54-49. Hawks trail by 5. Schuler, he'll toss it to Bleck in the right corner. Kyler, and he'll get reached in on, and that's a good call. Mitchell Mischlig reached across Bleck's arm, and that will be Mischlig's second. So one more, and Mosinee will be over the limit. They have 6, Xavier with 5 team fouls. Kyler Bleck now. Give it to Newman, now hands off the ramp check between the rings. Logan trying to get loose. He does, straight on 3, bang! Logan Ramchek, his first field goal of the second half. He's got 18, and the lead is 2 for Mosinee. Boy, he is lethal. Renke trying to answer. Long on the 3, and Ramchek has the rebound, and here comes Logan with his head up. Hawks can tie or lead. Left side, Comerford. We're down to 3:15. Bleck up top against Renke. Kyler on the left-handed yo-yo dribble. Now bounce feed, cross court, high on the right. Ramchek. Comerford now. Dangerous pass up top, Newman. Inside post, Bleck, turn right hand. He missed it, battle for the rebound as Ballgord comes out of there with it and tries to dribble behind his back, and it comes to Renke. Stoffel wants to Euro into the lane. He does, dumps it to Anderson, and we're going to have a jump, I believe, absolutely. What a play by Quinn Comerford. He was all over the orange, and it's going to be jump ball, and it's going to be Xavier's arrow. What a play. Stoffel dumped it down low to Anderson, and Comerford absolutely hand on ball. 2:45 remaining. Xavier trying to tie it. Another opportunity. Bleck had a good look in the post last time, couldn't finish. Ballgord with some good D. Now into the corner, left side, Schuler. Caden bounce feed up top, Newman. Guarded by Renke. Now they'll swing to Comerford up top. Ramchek gets a double team, so he has to send it to Newman. Now right side, Bleck. Bounce it up top, Comerford. Jab step, going to drive around Mischlig. Big jump stop out to Schuler. Cross court. Newman had a look at a 3. Instead, he's going to drive to the rim. Wide open layup, up and good. They thought Newman was going to pull the trigger, and we're tied at 54. They have come back from 11 down, and we tick inside of 2 minutes. Ballgord driving on Bleck, fumbled it, saved it. He throws it up in the air, and it comes into the hands of Stoffel. What a save by Ballgord. Now Stoffel, 17-foot fadeaway jumper is good. That's a big-time shot. He has 16, and Mosinee back up 2, and Matt Klarner is going to use, I believe, a full timeout. He is indeed, with 1:38 remaining. 56-54 Mosinee on the Just a Game scoreboard. You're listening to Hawks Basketball on Sports Faith YouTube.
For over 20 years, Just a Game has been the place that Wisconsin has gathered for basketball tournaments, coaching clinics, the WBCA State All-Star Games, and more. Now, Just a Game has also become your go-to source for Wisconsin high school basketball scores, stats, and coverage. Find final scores from all across the state tonight and all season long by visiting justagame.com/stats. Whether you're a fan, coach, player, or parent, stay connected at Just a Game, where Wisconsin basketball lives.
Head back in time to the Bricks, the Ashwaubenon Bowling Alley's very own hidden gem. Ideal for private parties, it can accommodate up to 50 guests. Perfect for rehearsal dinners, small parties, and bridal parties. It offers an intimate atmosphere for every occasion. Enjoy a mouth-watering selection from our wide array of delicious banquet offerings. Host your next event in the Bricks at the Ashwaubenon Bowling Alley.
we come down the stretch, Xavier Mosinee, what a dandy this has been. 56-54, Mosinee just took the lead on a Treve Stoffel jumper after Xavier had tied it on a driving layup by Grant Newman. So Xavier has it. Xavier will be in the 1-and-1 on the next foul, and now Newman will have it left side. Into the corner, Schuler, they want to hand it to Ramczyk, and they do, high out on the left wing. Logan squares up on Bolgord, hasn't dribbled, now he does. He takes a couple, now crosses over, and he's way high out near midcourt with 1:20 remaining. Trying to cross over on Bolgord. These guys have done a very nice job on Ramczyk. He does have 19 or 18, but they have kept him in front. Quinn Comerford now, send it to Bleck between the circles. Right side, Schuler's got a wide open look for the lead, and he got it! Caden Schuler left alone, and he buried it. He's got 10 and 8 of them since the break, and the Hawks lead by 1. We're inside of a minute. Bolgord gonna send to Mischlig, right wing. Stoffel up top. We're down to 45 seconds. Hawks have come back from the dead. They're up 1, they trailed by 11 at one point. Bolgord thought about shooting it, now he's gonna try to drive on Bleck. Instead, kick it right side, Stoffel. Mischlig, we're down to 32 seconds. Renke left wing. Renke with a right-handed dribble handoff. Stoffel thought about a 17-footer. Oh, he just dribbled! Stoffel gave up his dribble and he lost his concentration, and he started to dribble again, and everybody on the Xavier sideline exploded. A big double dribble turnover by Treve Stoffel. And now the Hawks with 24.1 will enter it in the backcourt. Newman to Bleck. They're going to chase Bleck. Bounce feed to Ramczyk. We're down to 19. Feet ahead, Bleck. He's across the midcourt stripe, and he gets banged and fouled by Renke. Braden Renke came up, and he had to foul. They trail by 1, Mosinee, and now Kyler Bleck. A big-time 1-on-1 for an 85% shooter. And this would be a huge win for the Hawks. They have trailed most of this game. Front end on the way, and good. Bleck with 11. He's got a couple of triples in this second half. 58-56 Xavier. 16.2 remaining. Bleck up and rattled in and out. And here comes Mosinee. Throw ahead to Bolgard. Ripped away by Ramczyk, and they're going to say jump ball. Mosinee's ball. Ramczyk got into Bolgard in the front court. It almost looked like a rip away, but they're going to say jump. It'll be Mosinee ball with 12.2 remaining. They're going to inbound sideline front court. It'll be Stoffel as Comerford goes out and Ozazi Fournier comes in. As here comes Bolgard into the front court inside of 10. Right corner, Renke. Feed it to Stoffel inside. Low block. Stolen by Ramczyk, and he's going to be fouled. What a big-time help by Ramczyk. What a play by Logan Ramczyk. Stoffel thought he got grabbed on the arm. And Ramczyk now is going to go to the other end with 4.1 remaining. And this will be ball game if Ramczyk can somehow knock down a pair. Xavier up 2, 58-56, 4.1 left. And Ramczyk nothing but nylon. He earns the bonus, and this could be ball game. A 4-point lead, 2 possession if he makes it. Second one, high arc, it's deep, no, rebound to Anderson. He heaves a length of the court bomb instead of dribbling, and this game is over. 4.1 was on the clock, and Sebastian Anderson threw it 80 feet and nowhere near the basket. They had probably time for a long outlet and maybe a shorter heave, but nonetheless, this one, as Ted Davis used to say on the Bucks Radio Network, it's in the bank, and it is earning interest as the Xavier Hawks come from behind. What an effort by Xavier. Your final on the Just a Game scoreboard. Xavier 59, Mosinee 56 as the Hawks come back from 11 down. And that one, my friends, is a hard-earned road victory, non-conference style, for Matt Klarner, who, by the way, just got his 299th victory. He goes for 300 on Thursday night at Green Bay West. Let's send it to a final timeout, and we'll get you final totals and summaries right after this. Your scoreboard reads the Just a Game scoreboard. Your final: Xavier 59, Mosinee 56. Back with more. You're listening to Hawks Basketball on Sports Faith YouTube.
Wait, how many times do I have to come back?
Personal foul. Too many appointments. You should have gone to North Star Dental.
Dr. Pete and his team have experience, and with today's technology, can do more dentistry in just one visit.
Hi, I'm Dr. Pete Haley from North Star Dental, and dental implants should last a lifetime. Whether you need a single tooth replacement or a full mouth reconstruction, you can get it all done here under one roof.
North Star Dental, changing your life by changing your smile.
Festival Foods and Diamonds in Gold present Let Me Be Frank's 26th all-new comedy musical Christmas show. A Frank's Christmas runs November 28th through December 27th at the Meyer Theater. For tickets, call TicketStar at 920-494-3401 or go to meyertheater.org. Groups of 10 or more get $5 off per ticket. It's a Frank's Christmas at the Meyer Theater, November 28th through December 27th. Merry Christmas!
Hungry? Check out this deal on the best pizza in Wisconsin.
I love this pizza.
And you'll love getting $5 off any Gallagher's Pizza order of 30 or more. And it's all you can eat at our lunch buffets at any of our 4 locations.
For over 20 years, Just a Game has been the place that Wisconsin has gathered for basketball tournaments, coaching clinics, the WBCA State All-Star Games, and more. Now, Just a Game has also become your go-to source for Wisconsin high school basketball scores, stats, and coverage. Find final scores from all across the state tonight and all season long by visiting justagame.com/stats. Whether you're a fan, coach, player, or parent, stay connected at Just a Game, where Wisconsin basketball lives.
And we are back, and we have gone final. Craig Bone with you on Sports Faith YouTube. Technical difficulties, no video tonight, but we had audio, and it was a game to remember as the Hawks break a 2-game losing streak against the Mosinee Indians, losing the last 2 years, including a 2-point barn burner in overtime, very similar to this basketball game. And the Hawks, wow, what an effort by them tonight on the road. They trailed by 5 at the half, but then they trailed by 11 early in the second half. They go on a 9-0 run to cut it to 2. Mosinee stretched it back out to, I believe, 9 was the largest lead after that. And I'll tell you what, these Hawks just kept pecking along and just kept swinging the axe and kept chopping wood, and they end up coming out with the victory. And I think it was a combination of good free throw shooting, 11 and 15 for the Hawks tonight, and really defensively down the stretch. There were some huge plays by a number of different players. Caden Schuler, to name one. Logan Ramchek with a huge steal on Treve Stoffel on an interior pass when the Hawks were up 2. There was just a number of different plays, but that's the one that might have been the biggest defensively. And then Logan Ramchek ends up making 1 of 2. Not sure if that was an intentional miss or not. I don't think it was, because the Hawks could have went up 4 with 4.1 remaining, but the miss came down, and Sebastian Anderson, I thought, might throw it ahead to somebody and maybe get a better opportunity off, but they decided to heave it full court, and it came up empty in this basketball game to close it out. 59-56 was the final score, but a great win for the Hawks. They get their first one of the year. Let's take a look at some final numbers first for the home team, as Mosinee, it felt like, led this game I don't know. There's 36 minutes in a game. It almost felt like they let it probably 30 to 32 minutes of the 36, I would say, if I had to guess on how much they led in this basketball game. But wow, this one got away late on the Indians, and they were paced by Treve Stoffel, who had a very nice ball game, 16 points for the 6'5" senior, coming off a 19-point game last year against the Hawks. And then it was a Braden Renke with a total of 12 points in this ball game, and 3 players with 8 each. It was Mitchell Mishlig with 8 all in the first half. It was Bryson Savakis scoring 8, and Carson Balgord, he scores 8 and 4 off the bench from Sebastian Anderson, as the Indians only get to the line 5 times, and they did make 4 of them, and a quick count on 3-point buckets. It looks like they hit the mark from beyond the arc 6 times in this game for their total of 59 points. And for the winning team, the Xavier Hawks, Logan Ramchek led the way, 19 points for the junior, a big 11 coming from Kyler Bleck, and he had a couple of 3-point hits in that second half that were huge during that run. In fact, he had back-to-back threes that really got the Hawks going. And then Caden Schuler pitches in 10, and Grant Newman, don't forget Grant Newman with 12, and he came up with a big-time drive to the hoop later in the ball game as he faked a 3, and there was no help on the backside, and he drove for an easy layup. And Quinn Comerford pitches in 5, and 2 from Colby Donemeyer, and that is your total of 59 points. So both teams under the average this evening, 59-56. Your final score from Mosinee High School tonight. Just an outstanding non-conference basketball game. Glad you could join us, as we'll hope to be back up and running with video, as we had technical issues this evening. So we went audio only tonight, but hopefully you enjoyed it. A fun one indeed here from Mosinee High School. A shout out real quickly here, our great sponsors, North Star Dental Group. Tonight's game also brought to you by Let Me Be Frank Productions, by Card and Coin Corner, by the Ashwaubenon Bowling Alley, the Family Fun Center, by Mr. Reinebo's Cookies, by PRN Home Health and Therapy, Forefront Dermatology, Gallagher's Pizza, The Driveway, a basketball training center, Tanner's Grill and Bar, and Endowment Wealth Management. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Georgia Steakhouse and by Cheryl Quimby Keller Williams Group of the Fox Cities, by Just a Game, by BLC Bank, and also by Fox Valley Surgical Specialists and Dvorak Wealth Management, by TNT's Sports Bar and Grill, and our hometown Xavier sponsor tonight, the Xavier Booster Club. Wishing the Hawks good luck, and it must have worked tonight, because they say go Hawks, and indeed the Hawks come out on top. Your final, once again, Xavier 59, Mosinee 56. We'll talk to you next on Thursday night. It'll be Kaukauna opening up in FVA action. They will be taking on the Appleton West Terrors. Until then, bidding you a pleasant good evening from Mosinee. Your final, once again, Xavier come from behind, 59-56. Your final. Have a